Welcome back, everyone, to Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. We're going to evolve another few stories real quick, since I found this infinite story evolving loop. The light from the sky is turned into the cloud tinged with a color no human had seen before. The color out of... Is this the color out of space? We got some H.P. Lovecraft going on in here? Oh, hey. You want to hear a wild story? Sure. Tell me. Where'd you hear that? Oh, I can't remember. That story happened to me. Bullshit. The mysterious woman who preached the gospel to all who would listen. The saint wandering the land, pulling souls she thought could be saved. Alright, let's go up to Savannah and see if we can finish Jimmy's tales. I got a new stock of stories. Some exciting, some of every variety, really. But let's see the uncertain pains of hell. Let's see what Jimmy really is.
I'll tell you about Paris.
Tell me.
I was with the 369th Infantry Regiment. Maybe you heard of us by our other names. The Black Rattlers, the Men of Bronze, the Harlem Hellfighters. That was us. Fighting because we thought it might show white folk that we were Americans too. What a joke. The Army wouldn't even lead us. Gave us to the French. Not the first time America traded black bodies, I suppose.
Ooh.
You must have seen some pretty wild stuff on the road. What's the most exciting thing you've seen?
That's interesting. Jimmy hasn't revealed his true form. I guess we ain't earned it yet. Maybe some characters have more than 3 chapters. I got the Thunderbirds back, so I can never remember what category they're under. So they'll probably do... There we go. They're in the full freedom, of course. That'll probably do a number on them.
You've got a pretty wild life, you know that?
Jesus, almost did nothing.
Freedom? A major, a Frenchman, told me all men were free, so long as we weren't chained to a wall. Thought he was raising my spirits. Next day, he gave the order for us to head to Meuse-Argonne. In a few days, we'd lost 850 freedmen. Hey, do you have any spooky campfire tales? Feels appropriate out here, right?
Should have a few lying around. Oh, I just, do I have the color out of space there? I don't. I got sad tales. I don't think I got anything particularly scary. Oh, the scarecrow possessed by the ghost of a vagrant. That should be a little spooky.
Oh, you got me for a second with that one. Authority, when you lose respect for someone who once held it. I left because I couldn't stand living with Pops anymore. He was the living example of a hypocrite, a liar dressed up as a saint. All that muscle was a front. He's the weakest man I ever knew.
Oh.
Lately, my journey's been pretty ordinary, just walking church to church.
Another exciting tale, eh? Oh, I gotta bring about the Thunderbirds who bring the storms. That ought to wake him up.
I swear I ain't heard a story good as that in a long minute. Home, if a church is God's house, a place where we should devote ourselves exclusively and wholly to praising His name, then there can be no black church in America. We're too busy trying to survive to do anything exclusively. You must have seen some pretty wild stuff on the road.
That'd be funny if it weren't so sad. Exciting. I got sad. I don't got much exciting. Oh, there we go. The story of the lights in the desert which abduct travelers. That should be exciting enough. Hopefully.
Huh. That one's trying to be scary, right?
Damn it.
Travel? The only good thing about that war was the men I traveled with. Bearcats, all fire and heart. If I can imagine a better world, it's because I've seen what the best of us can do. Lately, my journey's been...
Come on, exciting tales. Wasn't the tale of the story of the Minneapolis torn apart, wasn't that technically a sad one? I don't remember.
I swear
Yes!
I ain't heard a story good as that in a long minute. Choice? I chose. Call me a liar all you want. But for the men in that unit, I learned to be the preacher they needed. Ain't no way the Lord gonna punish me for helping my brothers in need. Night's over. Well, I've got to get walking. My journey takes me up this way.
Got it.
What is it the paper they gave me said? Chaplain James Coates displayed gallantry in administering to the wounded under terrific fire. exposing himself at all times to reach their sides. Fraudulent love is what that is. Yeah, they gave us a Sunday parade when we came home, but by noon on Monday, we were niggers again.
Yep. Jimmy Chapter 4 is available. Well, Dupree started asking for different stories once she changed. Who rode a tornado up and down the Midwest. So maybe if I go to Dupree with the stories that I have now, he'll want the ones that are different, the ones of the categories he didn't like. At the very least, I want to see what happens. Who is Jimmy? Who is he really? Or perhaps, more shocking than anything, he's just himself. Now that would be wild. The aristocratic ghost doomed to mingle with hobos for eternity. Now I see why that's funny. What do we got? The grifter who pretends to be a reporter to catch free drinks turned into the trickster spirit who survives in modern day world by pretending to be a journalist. Alright, Jimmy. What do we got? The broken angel.
Let me level with you, friend. Ain't sure there's a me no more.
Oh my.
I'm Baptist when I need to be Baptist. I'm Methodist when I need to be Methodist. Even been Catholic once or twice. I'm so interested in what y'all need, I can't quite put a finger on what it is I believe these days.
Oh my god. For a second I thought the angel was someone else, but no, it's just Jimmy fighting against himself.
See, I ain't a preacher, I'm a grifter. Only thing is, can't quite tell if I'm proud or ashamed of that fact. Lately, my journey's been pretty ordinary, just walking church to church. What about you? Been on any adventures?
Oh my god, okay. So, by peddling faith in such a way, he's lost his entirely. Either that or he's given over to the lie that he made when he went to Paris all those years ago. Jeez. Wants a thriller, eh? Jesus. Huh. That'd be a hopeful tale, I suspect. Frightening tale. Hopeful tale. Last I checked, the tale of Johnny Appleseed was supposed to be sad. How about the story of the woman who staged her own murder? Never figured out what sort of story that was. Is that a thriller?
Sorry, that kind of thing don't scare me anymore, if that's what you're going for.
Got it, so that's supposed to be a scary
There are
story.
two sorts of freedom. There's freedom to do the things you want, dance and sing and love and move, and every other blessed thing. And then there's freedom from fear, from unkindness, from violence undue. Even those of us with the first freedom, we don't always have the second.
Of course not.
Anyway, why don't you tell me a scary story? You must have heard some good ones.
I got some good spooky tales. The 60 unidentified corpses buried together in one cemetery. Or is that sad?
Tearjerkers need a little more truth in them, I think.
Damn.
The past? I remember the first time I thought about being a preacher when I was 12. Pops and I were staying with a deacon in Charlotte. He was warm, genuine, not sure I'd do him any favors by association. You must have seen some pretty wild stuff on the road.
Thrillers, eh? This guy and his thrillers. I think that's a funny story. What about the woman selling grease? Is that thrilling enough for you, or is that scary?
That one's trying to be scary, right?
Damn.
Fortune? Let me level with you, child. Ain't no hell bigger or hotter than the belief that all of this is for some greater good. You must have seen some pretty wild stuff on...
I'm all out of thrillers, man. What do you want from me? Alright, I'll tell you Fidelina's tale. I'm using up those.
You've got a pretty wild life. You know that? Desires fulfilled? Okay, listen. I've been a dedicated deceiver for near half my life. All that lying can make it hard to keep track of priorities. There were days that I lied so that I could feel safe in my own prowess. But I promise, there were other days too. Days where every falsehood was meant to offer the deceived a little hope. Hey, do you have any spooky campfire tales?
Yeah, I got a few. No, the ghost of the woman executed in Paris is a sad story, not a frightening one. Oh, the Revenge of the Passenger Pigeon. There we go. That ought to open him up.
Oh, you got me for a second with that one. Love, I swear to you, friend, however much I hate me, that is how much I love you and every other damned soul in this country. Here's the sunrise. I've got another sermon to give, and the church is, and by God, it gives me the hope I live on, and it makes me sick both at once. Don't know how to feel about it, how to think about it, but I keep going, don't I? Next, I'm headed this way. Keep yourself safe on the road, friend. Maybe we'll meet again.
Fair enough. I think I'm gonna give Jimmy a break. I'll come back to him later. He's close enough to Tampa, and I can teleport there with my dice. So I'll use that when the opportunity strikes. The woman who staged her own murder turned into the woman who rose from the dead to take revenge on a lover. Alright, who do we got nearby? Not really anyone. But the closest we got is Mason, but he's up in Virginia way. I think it'd be best going due west into Alabama. I should be able to make through these mountains not so poorly. About to say, is every one of these people a grifter, grifting in a different way? I should hope not. That'd be a little dull, I think. But, oh jeez, like the image of the sort of angel with burning wings dressed as the person himself, or who looks like the person himself wrestling with himself. It's a little mixed. I'm having a hard time figuring out exactly what it's supposed to mean, exactly what it's supposed to represent. I mean, is it some sort of like religious vindication of some variety? I just don't know. Nah, I ain't hopping on a train. Let's go into Atlanta. Explore a little.
You find yourself in a poker game on the 3rd floor of the Weinkauf Hotel. Sometimes these things just happen. The man with the burned face to your left, he never gave his name, growls at the smiling man seated on your right. You ain't got the stomach. I killed men for lessons in that pot. Smiler plays on and takes the hand. The burned man bares his teeth. This hand comes down to the burned man and Smiler. Walk away, boy, says the burned man. Smiler drops his grin. Ain't your boy, Roy. Roy's eye twitches. Smiler outplays Roy again, and a new hand comes around.
What are my cards this time?
You've got an okay hand. Not a world beater, but not nothing.
Press my luck.
For a moment, you think you have it. But Smiler calls and you're outclassed. Roy's preoccupied and has to be nudged into dealing.
Play on.
You finally hit a decent hand.
Don't overplay it.
Roy is still staring at Smiler. What'd you say your name was?
I didn't, but it's Jackson.
Jackson, repeats Roy. I knew a Jackson once. There's a fierce look in Roy's eye.
Let's see him.
You play your hand well, but Smiler has you beat. He takes the lion's share of the chips on the table. Roy cashes out and slips away. You play a few more rounds, but that hand practically sewed up the game. As you leave the hotel, you smell smoke. You cross the street and look up. Flames have engulfed the third floor, where you played the game. The fire spreads hungrily. People are leaning out of windows on the floors above, but you can't see any way to help.
Move on. The fire after a poker game at the Winecoff Hotel in Atlanta. Let's earn some cash. Look for work. Doors close in your face one by one like giant dominoes. Boom, boom, boom. Bad luck today, or is it something else? I'll change up my outfit. You don't have much to change your outfit with, but you rearrange your various layers and tip your hat at a spunky angle. And the next place, boom. Yikes. That one was even more emphatic than the others. Oh, well. I didn't need that cash too badly anyway. Alright. So let's head due west to this fine fellow.
You come to a car parked at the side of the road. Across the road, some children loiter. As you approach the car, their gazes make their way to you.
Hey!
One girl shouts. She waves at you, then points at the car.
Don't open the door!
Why not?
Before you can question the girl, the car's suspension groans and a shape stirs inside. A huge black dog panting on the hot seat, lips pulled back on rows of sharky teeth.
Hey!
He says, nose pressed against the glass.
Hey, you! Let me out of here!
Of course, I'm not going to leave a dog in a hot car.
No!
The kids scream. The dog vaults across the road. As the kids scatter into the woods, it catches one boy by the back of his overalls and gives a mighty shake. But the boy squirts out of his clothes like a ferret and slithers into the grass.
Fucking pricks!
The dog yells.
Assholes!
What the fuck is up with this dog?
Here's a tip.
The dog says.
Don't sleep in these woods, okay?
He jumps back into the car and goes nosing through the glove box.
Oh, they took my money!
He shouts.
Oh, they took $100! Oh, damn!
Move on. The dog locked in the car. The fuck? What is that?
An older, portly man stands on the street corner, fixing a look of refined disdain on everyone who walks past. As he catches sight of you, he alights on you with a kind of thrill.
You!
He calls, pointing.
What do you want?
He sidles closer to you.
You aren't from around here, huh? You, want to make some cash?
Doing what?
Holes need to get dug. Fence posts, you know, on my estate. My maintenance man is sick. It's just a quick drive.
Alright, fine.
Great. Good. This way.
He takes you down an alley where a car is parked. A little shabbier than you expected. Up close, he's a lot shabbier too. He draws a pistol from inside his jacket.
Give me everything you got.
Sure, you got
He
it.
snaps.
You can take my whole nothing, idiot.
He pats you down, but finds nothing.
Damn it.
He hisses, smacking you with the butt of his gun. As you fall, you hear the car's engine start. It peels off as you get back onto your feet. You watch him just barely avoid clipping a dumpster as he speeds out of view.
Way to go, idiot. I'm broke. Why the fuck do you think I accepted a job? Idiot. So what in the hell is this? Oh. Two musicians beckon you over. Billy split. Our show's in 5 minutes. You played the upright bass? You don't. Doesn't matter. Keep plucking. This string. Look, we'll pay you to fake it for a couple songs. Feeling like an idiot, but hey, you get paid. Oh, that's funny. Alright, I'm gonna head on to Birmingham. Catch y'all next time on Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. Thank you very much. Good night, everyone.